Well, Sean, back to action today with an 8-0 victory.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Very happy. Just very happy to play competitively again. It's been a couple of frustrating weeks recently, like with games being called off, etc. But you know, no one can do anything about it. The boys have been fantastic in training. We've ticked over nicely. You know, we were a little bit disappointed in not managing to organise a friendly really in midweek, but we trained brilliantly, and you know, 8-0 first game back after a couple of weeks. I can't really complain about that. It's a good day at the office for us. You know, it helps our goal difference again, and it's 3 valuable points. Yeah,
Queen's Park came at us first few minutes. I thought, first 20 minutes it was very even. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, yeah. I've got a lot of respect for Martin. Like, to be fair, I got to know him this season. And yeah, they're a spirited group of players. They work for each other, and you know, that's what Martin demands. And I think around the 20-minute mark, I did say, like, sort of pre-match, I'd give the players 20 minutes to sort of bed into the game, and then we kick on. But we did have time on the ball. I just felt we were maybe like a little bit sloppy, but that's obviously like the rustiness maybe coming out. You know, they picked up a second ball and got a bit. Alex Ramsey's pulled off a fantastic save from a great effort, and in the first half I'd probably say that was a turning point. You know, from then on, with 20 minutes remaining, you know, we've scored 3 goals, you know, one of them being a penalty, and yeah, we've got to be happy. You know, you come to a place like this, you've got to match the work rate, you've got to match their team spirit, and if not better that. And you know, 3-0 is a really good cushion. You know, what was pleasing was the players were absolutely relentless today. They were ruthless. We didn't sit back, we were on the front foot, and that's exactly what we said at the start. You know, we knew eventually that Queen's Park wouldn't be able to keep up, you know, their hard work for the 90 minutes, and I think we took advantage of that. And 8-0 is a good result. We scored some really good goals as well. And yeah, it's on to the next one now next week.
Okay, there was a debut today for Jamie Crowther. He's had to wait a couple of weeks. Yeah. What did you think of his performance?
Jay was excellent. Again, a lad that hasn't played for a couple of weeks. You know, he was cup tied in the Welsh Cup, which was a little bit devastating. I think we just signed him after that, actually. But yeah, he shipped in with a couple of goals today. It was a late call. To be fair, we were going to keep the same team. We were going to keep the same team as the TNS game because the lads warranted it. But we were dealt some bad news, like with Nathan, and I let the lads know at the start of the game sort of what had happened. So it was a little bit of an emotionally sort of driven speech, like, in a way. But I'll go on record in saying that 3 points is dedicated to our club captain, like, and his family at this hard time.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll all agree with that we're thinking of Nathan at this time. There was a hat-trick as well for Jamie Breeze. He played well and he took that penalty, which is, I think, the first. His father told me it's the first penalty for years.
Yes. Do you know what? We had a chat on the bench, and obviously with Nathan not being here, I thought it would have been Daz stepping up. So, you know, I'm not stitching anybody, you know, for the Canary and that, but he sort of stepped away. But you know, Breezy's a striker, you know, and from a manager's point of view, it's good to see sort of Breezy go over, grab the ball and take that responsibility. Everyone knows what you get with Breezy. I thought he was excellent today. He led the line really well, deserved his 3 goals. You know, he got knocked about a bit, but no, he deserved his ovation when he come off, and it's 3 goals to his tally now this year. I think he's catching up Nathan now.
Yeah, I know it's a decent performance from today's birthday boy, Joe Williams. Do you want to say a few words about Joe?
Yeah, he's had his birthday haircut, which you know I hope a lot of people see. But yeah, Joe has been excellent since I've come in. We're in regular contact, and yeah, he's Mr. Consistent. You know, the Covey Army, you know, show him a lot of affection. You know, dubbed him like the Covey Cafu. So yeah, it's a happy birthday for Joe, and you know, on record again. You know, the supporters come in mass. You know, they made a lot of noise. It made the day of the Queen's Park Physio as well with a rendition of Physio. So, no, they've been brilliant. They've been brilliant. You know, Martin, the manager, went on record in saying, you know, it's nice to have you know, some fans, like, creating a bit of an atmosphere here. So, you know, they were brilliant today, and you know, we have 8 games left now, and they're going to be ever so crucial in all of them 8 games to pull us over the line.
There's not going to be any easy games, of course, Sean. tell us a bit about next week's opponents?
Certainly, yeah. Guilsfield, always loved playing against Guilsfield, to be fair, because they're an honest group of players. You know, Nathan Leonard has got them together. You know, it was a tough game when we went there, when we drew 2-2. You know, a proper ding-dong battle, really. You know, I'm not entirely sure what happens with their result against Gresford and stuff like that, but they're away to Junction today. I'm not sure how that result finished, but it's going to be tough. They're together. They'll work for each other. They've got some good quality around the pitch. And we're back at home, you know, as well. We haven't been at home for a couple of weeks now, obviously with weather and things like that. But we're back at home, so you know, we're hoping the Covey Army, like I said, will come in their numbers. We then face a tough trip to Gresford at 2 o'clock, so obviously it's just down the road. You know, a lot of time for Steve and his boys, and then Airbus and Hollywell, so they don't come any tougher than that. But we're just really happy that we managed to get a bit of the rust in us out today. We got the cobwebs out, and we're raring to go. We'll have a good week's training, and we'll be raring to go next week against Guilsfield, that's for sure.
Reit, gofyn cwestiwn yn Gymraeg gwan, Sean. Marcio allan o 10 am y perfformiad heddiw.
Ar y 10, 20 minutes in, 7, 6 o 7 am 20 munud, and thereafter ar ôl 8.
So, neis fod yn ôl, ie?
Diolch, ie.
Diolch i Sean.
Ie.
Oce, diolch fawr.
Diolch, mate.